In the early 1920s, American explorer and photographer Robert Flannery sojourned with the Canadian Inuit Eskimos for 16 months, studied, and filmed their harsh life in the Arctic. The result was his dramatic interpretation of the Eskimo way of life in the form of a feature film, The Nanook of the North, the first documentary film ever made. John Giselin, the founder of the documentary movement of the 1930s, first used the term documentary in reference to Flannery's film, Mona, started in 1926, set in the South Seas, documenting people untouched by the corruption of civilization.
And our intention, of course, was to make an authentic record of this dying culture. That was our mission.
Flannery soon came to be considered the father of both the documentary and the ethnographic films. After World War II, Disney, BBC, National Geographic Society, and PBS all produced shows on wildfire and nature and engaged audiences in armchair adventure. Most of those films that fascinate us avoided showing human intrusion upon the landscape. With the advent of the environmental movement and civic engagement in the 1960s, protest films revealing environmental crisis began to appear. These films highlighted the disasters of pollution and oil spills and the devastating habitat loss caused by human activity and rapid development, or better known as Anthropocene. It's interesting to note that although the term Anthropocene was an informal use in the late 1980s, filmmakers were producing documentaries without the Anthropocene before then without even knowing it. One such filmmaker was Per Lorentz, who wrote and directed the documentary film The Plow That Broke the Plain in 1936, where he showed what happened to the Great Plains region when a combination of farming practices and environmental factors led to the infamous Dust Bowl of the 1930s. The Greek term Anthropocene is a geological epoch that signals human impacts on Earth's climate and environment, though it's debatable if the Earth has changed enough to enter this age. The natural history filmmakers have been capturing the subjects of their obsession: birds, bees, flowers, animals, and plants of all kinds, developing alongside the genre and the techniques while braving harsh environments. In reality, though, the very act of capturing the glories of nature on film is a noble endeavor, enlightening the issues that threaten the natural world in the Anthropocene, according to some critics, is unacceptable.